things off, I'm taking out this lovely thick faux leather band that I'm going to cut into 2 strips so that it's not this thick. And then I'm going to be attaching grommets to it. I'm going to be using my grommet machine for this, but if you don't have a grommet machine, you can buy these kind of cheap, small, like man-powered things at your sewing utensil stores. But if you do a lot of crafts like this, I do recommend getting a grommet machine, and I got mine on eBay. I have measured that I want my 2 bands to be 13 centimeters long. So I'm going to mark at 13. And as you can see, my pleather band is 5 centimeters wide, which means I'm going to cut it into 2 strips that are 2.5 centimeters wide each. And then it's time to get out the grommet machine. I'm using 10mm grommets today, and I think 5 for each stripe will do well. So here is the first strip. Now they do come out looking a little wonky, like this, sort of wavy. There's really nothing you can do about it when you put them this close together as I've done here, but I think it makes kind of a cool effect, and it's time to attach it to the jacket. And then I'm gonna sew those edges on. Okay, so my machine did not like sewing into this plastic fabric. That kind of happens when you don't have industry machines sometimes, so I just attached this with 2 safety pins instead, which I think is totally fine. That way I can remove them if I want to, and the safety pins is something that I'm going to add later to this jacket anyway, so that's totally fine. The next step now is adding some spikes. The spikes that I have here are plastic cone spikes, and they are beads, so you sew them on. They're not the classic one that you kind of screw on. I got these at my local craft store. So I'm going to be applying these by the shoulders to start. I'm going to start by just placing 1 with 3 on each side, and then if I feel like adding more, I have more, so I can just go like all the way across the shoulder. But I'm going to start by adding just 1, and I'm going to sew that on by hand, obviously. And then I'm going to repeat that process for the other shoulder. After the shoulder studs are in place, I'm going to be adding some square studs. After that, I'm going to be adding some safety pins to the jacket. And from this safety pin right here, I'm going to dangle a little bit of a chain that I'm going to attach to another safety pin lower down. I'm also going to be adding some of these studded stars to the jacket. Last details that I'm going to add to the jacket are some chains. I'm going to be adding those on the shoulders and the back. You can find chains like this at your regular craft store or at a hardware store.